This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
YouTube, what is up? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you, and today we're gonna have a bit of a vlog, and I think it's gonna be a long vlog, and I've only got about maybe 30 minutes or so before I head out to my car, and it's not like it's gonna be a 30-40 minute hour-long vlog. I don't really know how long it's gonna be. It's just that I can never actually get sentences out without editing myself over 100,000 times. Like that, see? I'm not gonna print that, that sounds stupid. So, what I'm actually gonna say is something like, I really can't get a sentence out usually, so I'm probably and that's why I edit myself. Point is, it's gonna take me a long, okay. That's why I edit myself so much, because I can't really speak most of the time. I don't know why. Maybe it's the camera gets in my face and I get a little bit, I don't know. But it's gonna take me a little while to get through my vlog. And I also do like a lot of pauses when I talk, like this. And I think that's kind of silly. I've gotten lots of feedback over, the past year and a half, year. I started making YouTube videos March 26th, I want to say, was the first day I uploaded a video. March 26th of last year. So it's been just a little bit more than a year. And I've gotten lots of feedback over these months, over this year, about making my videos and about different ways I could shoot my videos, different things I could edit out, different things I should put in. And I always do my best to take that feedback and implement whatever I feel like could help me. And one of those things, of course, is to edit out my that kind of crap, and my pauses in my speech, because I do that a lot. So for that reason, it takes me, it'll take me longer than 30 minutes to get through this vlog. Plus I've got a lot of stuff to cover, I mean, first and foremost is, 10K, the big 1-0. I hit, 9,999 subscribers, and then I got one more. So that was pretty cool. I want to thank everyone who's been watching my channel from the beginning. My first subscriber was a guy by the name of Ed. I don't know if Ed is still subscribed to me or not. If he is, Ed, shout out to you again. I don't know if you're still around or not. I haven't checked, but thank you. I remember the first month of making YouTube videos was on my smartphone. That was on its last legs pretty much. The camera was starting to fail. It was starting to do all kinds of weird, funky things. It looked like shit. It sounded like shit. It was garbage, is what it was. So when I think about how long I've been doing YouTube videos, I usually don't even count the first month, because really that was just me with my smartphone and some stuff I had laying around the house, sitting there talking to the camera, usually eating breakfast, and deciding if this was something that I really wanted to do, something I wanted to pursue. And I remember it felt like being the proverbial tree in the forest. No one watched my videos. So it was like, am I actually posting videos to YouTube if no one's there to see them? Philosophical questions, right? Anyway, it took me about a month or so before I started upgrading my equipment, upgraded my camera. It's the first thing that I did, because I couldn't stand looking at that crappy smartphone picture. Some people are really good filming on smartphones. I'm not. Billy, the Vaping Heathen, he does all his videos on his smartphone. He actually does his editing on his smartphone too, I believe, which is crazy. And Northern Fog does all his video recording on his smartphone too. The videos look great. I don't know how they do it. Whenever I film on my smartphone, I feel like it looks like junk. Upgrading my camera was the smartest decision that I ever made, and I'm really, really glad I did it. And then after that, eventually upgrading my microphone. My microphone is awesome. I love my microphone so much. It sounds so much better than working with just the microphone on the camera. Most recently, I got myself a pair of lights, some LED lights. These things are fucking awesome. They are kind of blinding. They have like little beads of LED lights is how they look, more or less. It's like these square bricks of really bright LEDs. And if I look at one by mistake, then all I see is like little beads in my vision for like 10 minutes. It's terrible. And I just did it again, and I just did it again, and it happens over and over again. It's like once I do it, it's like I look at that one and I look at that one, and it's like, oh, back and forth, back and forth. It's no fun. Yeah, so little by little I've upgraded my gear. I've tried to improve the quality that you see here. Today in the mail, I'm expecting a macro lens. Macro lens. I already bought a macro lens. You've seen that on a lot of the up close segments. You've seen that, on some of the build segments, getting really up close on those coils. Yeah, that macro lens attachment for my camera is glorious. Glorious, let me tell you. A wide angle lens is what I'm getting in the mail today, and I'm super excited about that. And the reason for that is I upgraded my webcam, and my webcam was a wide angle webcam. I just like the way that looked. I like the way that it captured the table, it captured me, it captured, my backdrop, This is all, my dining room is what this is. I mean, that's the chicken. Chicken was Waffle's acquisition back when she was in college. She would go to this music venue, and that music venue was called the Animal Farm, and their calendar, what they used to advertise their coming acts, were barn animals. And then after the show was over, they would go ahead and they would auction them off. And this is actually signed by the band 7 Mary 3. It's an advertisement for 7 Mary 3. It's a $5 show on May 5th. Probably can't see all that because that's why I want my wide angle lens, so I can really capture everything that I want to show. I mean, it's an extension of me too. Like you see the paintings over here, they're not very good paintings. They're not. That's because they're made by me and my wife, and hers are actually much better than mine. But this is something that we do. Our anniversary of the day that we met is July 6th, and July 6th we sit down together and we make paintings together, that kind of capture the year, kind of a little, I love you painting kind of ritual anniversary thing that we do every year. It's just our day, that's our day that we do that, and it's fun. And I don't know, they just feel right in here, feel right in my videos somehow, because I love my wife very much. And it's you always hear me talking about her. I call her Waffles, and that's just a part of me. She's a part of me. So, and she can't be in the videos. She has a position in the community that would not make sense for her to be associated with vaping and the channel and all that, but she vapes too, and I really wish she could come on the channel because you guys would love her. You really would. She's awesome. But yeah, that wide angle lens, it really allows me to bring you guys into the room, and I really like using it. And I love, like chicken for example, I love filming in front of chicken, but if I get the wrong angle, then it just looks like, testicles. So I gotta get the right angle on chicken, or else it's hard. And filming, honestly, it's kind of difficult now without that wide angle lens, because I got so used to it doing it with my webcam. I got so used to it, and then I started getting feedback on how the color looked weird, and this, and the lighting looked off, the quality wasn't as great, and I realized I love the angle, but the quality really wasn't up to par either. And the audio, it's weird filming off of my Mac. When I film off my Mac, the audio is like completely out of sync with anything else. I don't know why. I don't get it. I've got to sacrifice my audio quality too in the process. So next best thing, I went and ordered a wide angle lens for my camera, which I can just attach to it, and I'm hoping it's gonna be awesome. So I mean, taking feedback along the way has always been fun. It helps me grow as a reviewer. It helps me provide better content to you, and I always appreciate it, as long as you're cool about it. As long as you're not like a dick. It's great. As long as you're nice, thank you. If you're just a dick, then fuck you, okay? All right. Anyway, I'm really proud of myself right now because I usually fold out the thing, the viewer on the camera, so I can see what I'm doing and how I'm talking, and it makes me feel better without it. I couldn't really do it before, but now I guess I'm becoming more comfortable with the camera, so I can just kind of fold that back. It's kind of cool. I can just talk to the lens now. I'm not looking at the thing. That's pretty nice. I like that. And I feel like upgrading my gear little by little, and I feel like taking feedback from you guys little by little. That's probably what's helped grow my channel from, Ed. Thanks, Ed. on up to, you know, 10,000 plus subscribers. So I have a lot of love for you guys, the subscribers that have been with me from the beginning. My new subscribers, welcome to you guys too. Thank you for your support. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. You know, I mean, I bought the green screen, you know, with a lot of things in mind. Well, I didn't buy the green screen, I made the green screen. My green screen is actually, it's a bunch of panels of green poster paper that's been duct taped together with green duct tape. That's what it is, that's why I made it. I made it, A, because I thought it'd be a fun way to show things in a more unique way. Bring people into the review a little bit more, because in my mind it was like, you know, there's a bit of a disconnect with the audience and the reviewer when, you know, we go down low for close-ups, and I thought that this could bring us, you know, closer together, you know. And it was fun, and I think that that had a lot to do with my growth as well. I mean, I started that at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year I had about 3,000 subscribers. It's like the end of the quarter I had, you know, 10,000. Looking back over my previous videos, looking back over, you know, what I started with. I mean, my first YouTube video, you probably haven't seen it, and if you have, I'm sorry you watched it because the quality is just god-awful. I ended up refilming it later when I got my better camera, was the review of the Marquee RTA, the Marquee clone. And it was a build video. You know, my next video, I want to say after that, was the Derringer, and that was a build video. That was the clone as well. They're all clones. This is when I first started my channel. All I had was clones. I was reviewing what I had, and I was doing build videos with them. The Omerta, when I did the Omerta, I showed like 4 different ways that you could build the Omerta. You know, that was a great video, and I loved doing it. I loved it. What I'm getting at is this. Project Fog. Last night we had to cancel Project Fog. We were all busy, and you know, I just spent my night building. That's all I did. I spent my night building the Griffin and building the Avocado, and I did film some of it, so we'll probably have a build video with that later. But I had so much fun, is what it was. And I haven't had a build session since I filmed the build sessions on the Mason RTAs. That was like a month ago. That's way too long for me to go without a build session, man. It was like I needed a fix. I feel so much better this morning. So much better. I mean, it's like clarity. I think that's the reason for the vlog. What did I say? Anyway, that's the reason I'm talking to you guys this morning, because it was just so much fun for me to build. It was like a moment of epiphany. It was like, I went to bed exhausted. I was up till like 2 in the morning just building, and I had so much fucking fun. It was awesome. And I woke up this morning, I've had 4 hours of sleep, and I woke up this morning feeling like, yeah, I'm ready to start my day. I mean, I didn't even have any tea or coffee this morning. I feel fantastic. I just feel, and I feel like that is what I've really been missing, making more and more build videos and having my time to build. I mean, that's what I've come to really enjoy, and that's what I've always enjoyed ever since I got, you know, my first RTA, was building it. I mean, a lot more building, a lot more about how to get the most out of, you know, different RTAs and different RTAs. Mostly gonna be us building together for a while. When I first started my channel, almost all my videos were build videos, and I loved it. So I feel like that's what the channel, the direction the channel is going to go. I wanna do more builds, and I wanna make more build videos, okay? So I think that's what's coming up next. RTAs, man. RTAs have come so fucking far, it's ridiculous. In this, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right because it's a bit of a tongue twister. I have a Super Soaker Staple Tiger Coil. I don't know if it's really a Tiger Coil. I think it came out to be more of a twist. It's fucking delicious. There are 50 strands of 40 gauge that are clapped in with 40 gauge, and it's twisted with 2 strands of 0.5 nichrome ribbon wire that was clapped in, stapled with 36 gauge, and those are twisted together in here. The flavor on this build is just so intense. It's almost overwhelming. It's incredible. And in here I've got a tiger coil. It's 2 strands of ribbon wire twisted with 2 strands of ribbon wire. One of those sets of 2 strands is sort of stapled, clapped in, and the other one is naked, and they're just twisted together, and it's just phenomenal in here. Phenomenal. I love these 2 things right now. These are like fucking awesome. They really are. They're wonderful, and I can't wait to review these things. I really can't. These are going to be 2 of those standout products for me, the avocado and the griffin. Now I just got them very, very recently, and I just threw in those bills yesterday, really. I have a good feeling about these 2 products. I really, really do, and I'm excited to review these, and I'm excited to throw a lot more builds in them with you guys. Mainly, that's what I'm most excited about, because RTAs and RTDAs have become like the latest craze again. It's really cool to see how RTAs have come back. When I first started vaping, it was like the K-Fun, and then the Orchid came out, and the Typhoon was there somewhere, and the Fogger editions were coming out, and it was so many RTAs, but I always hated them. I didn't like any of them because they're really, really weird to build them. If you wick them too much, they would be dry. If you wick them too loose, they would leak, and part of that is still true. But for the most part, now you can build RTAs like RTDAs. And it's almost like you can put the same builds in an RTA that you can put in an RDA. And it just kind of blows my mind how far that they've come. And RTAs have come back too. Although not all RTAs that, you know, the marketing decided to call them a rebuildable dripping tank atomizer, but they're not. I'm sorry. This one actually is. It's actually a Genesis, if you ask me. It's a Genesis atomizer that's been set up in sort of a auto dripper mode, which is fantastic. That for me is an RTDA all the way. And I think it's time for me to start packing up and getting off to work. So I think we're going to continue this in the car. I'll see you guys there. All right, so where was I? I think I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I was talking about the channel, where it's going. I want to get back to my roots, and that's building. But it's also really cool because, you know, building has changed for me over the months too. And I owe that to making these videos. If I had never twisted that first strand of wire together, which I did in, you know, my Dark Horse video, I never would have set foot into the realm of exotic builds. If it hadn't been for that first twisted wire that I just, you know, felt inspired to do, now it's like all that I want to do. That's it. All I want to do is build. So I owe that a lot to my YouTube channel. I owe, you know, what I've discovered about vaping and what I've, you know, come to enjoy the most about vaping, mainly to, you know, my review channel. Now, I do want to talk about some things that are not as light, I guess. I want to talk a little bit about vape drama. And that's not something that I usually talk about. I stay out of drama. I don't like drama. The last drama that, you know, I witnessed was between Vaping Heathen and Johnny English over at the Vapor Watch. Months and months ago, they had that whole back and forth on their channels, and it's not even my drama. It's not my drama. I shouldn't care about these kind of things, but I do. You know, it just affects me because I guess I just don't like drama in general. But I want to commend the both of them for burying the hatchet. I thought it was pretty cool. Billy was being harassed by this troll, and talk about Billy's family and his daughter, and was also posing as Billy and sending Johnny emails, posing as Billy, trying to rile him up. It just didn't work. They didn't go at each other's throats like the guy was hoping they would. Instead, Johnny's helping Billy track the guy down. I think that's pretty awesome, so I want to commend them both on that. That's not really what I want to talk about, though. I was just, you know, making a point about drama there. I don't like drama. I stay out of drama. It's not even my drama. I don't like hearing about it. I don't like seeing it. I feel like as a community, as a vape community, we have so much more that we need to be focusing our attention on than the little disagreements that we have amongst ourselves. Now, what's happened very recently is there's a reviewer out there. I really don't want to name names. You guys will probably know who I'm talking about, and if you don't, then don't worry about it, because that's not really the point. There's this reviewer who had this giveaway going on, and when the giveaway was over, he ended up not sending out the prize for the giveaway. He ended up keeping it and selling it. I don't know if it's true or rumor or not. I don't know, I don't care. If it is true, then kind of a shady thing to do. It is. It's not cool to announce a giveaway, announce a winner, then just renege on that and not send anything out. Not okay. It's not, really. Everyone's so angry at him for doing this. And I certainly understand wanting this person to get the giveaway prize that she was promised. I get it. I get it. I do. But here's my issue. If this person needed to sell this prize, there's probably a good reason that he could not afford to send that out. My understanding is I needed to make a car payment or something. The moment I hear that, my heart goes out to the guy a little, honestly. It's sad that someone's in a position where they needed to make a car payment that badly that they had to sell off something that they promised to someone else. My heart goes out to the guy. If you can't make your car payment, they repossess your car, how are you going to get to work? How are you going to feed your family? How are you going to get from point A to point B? How do you live in this day and age without a car unless you live in Manhattan? Integrity is important. I hold myself to a very high standard of integrity. In a little while later on in this video, we're going to announce some giveaway winners. We are. And I'm going to make sure that I get all those prizes out in the mail. I really am. But I'd hope that if something happened to me, I'd hope that if I suddenly lost my job, got in a car wreck and had tons of medical bills, really down on my luck, and I had to forgo sending out those products to maybe even sell them so that I can support myself and support my family, you know, I'd hope that people would be a bit more understanding of it, because I understand that. I mean, I've been unemployed before. I've been down on my luck before. Financial problems at one point or another. Now, if it were me and I was in that situation, I probably wouldn't be doing vape reviews. I'd be pounding the pavement, you know, looking for a job. I'd have a lot bigger concerns than maintaining my subscriber base, frankly. You know, I would definitely make some kind of announcement video explaining the situation and explaining what I had to do. Basically making a commitment to right that wrong once I could. That would be me. I feel like the vape community is normally just a wonderful, supportive place. Whenever someone's down on their luck in the vape community, there's always GoFundMes going up and all that, all across Instagram, all across Facebook, people that need a little extra help. I see that all the time, and I've always been impressed by that with the vape community. And I know that people will send each other juice, and people will send each other atomizers to people who are down their luck, and I feel like that's awesome about the vape community. Always have. I feel like this situation deserves a bit more empathy, a bit more sympathy, because I see the treatment of this individual, you know, off camera and on camera. I was in a chat the other day during another vape show, and I just saw that the way that this community was just ostracizing this individual, I feel like it's strong devouring the weak a little bit right now with this one individual. I feel like we all need to show a little bit more empathy, a little bit more sympathy toward that situation. It's sad, is what it is. It's very sad. That's just my 2 cents on it. You know, just the old adage: treat others the way you want to be treated. You know, that's all there is to it, bottom line. And the only reason that I'm saying anything about it is because I'm kind of being pulled into it recently. People are asking me about it. Not just one individual, multiple individuals. So if you think that I'm talking about an attack on you, no, I totally understand why someone would be upset over that situation. I do. I mean, it's all rumor and it's all conjecture and it's all whatever. I feel like there should have been more done from that individual to explain the situation. Proactively explain the situation, not defend the situation after, but proactively explain the situation before it happened. And I feel like as a community, the reaction has been a little bit too intense. I really do. So I feel like on both sides, things haven't been dealt with properly. Bottom line is, don't like someone, if you don't want to support someone, then don't. Don't watch their channel, don't talk to them. Leave them alone. It's the only people whose business it is that reviewer and the individual who didn't get their prize. Bottom line, that's the way I see it. I don't feel like, as a community, we need to ostracize someone for this. That's where I'm coming from.
Oh, what do we got here? Came home for lunch, had this waiting for me. It looks like we got some new juice to review. That'll be fun later. Looks like we got an apple American pie and a strawberry American pie. Alright, sweet. New line called American Pie. That'll be fun. I'm excited. I like pie vapes. I do.
So I went home for lunch, and while I was there, we got some new juice, so that's exciting. That should be fun to take a look at later. I still plan on doing plenty of reviews. Don't get me wrong. I review shit. I mean, I can't just have build videos. It's gotta have some variety. What I find the most fun, about reviewing is also just changing things up all the time. It's discovering the channel and rediscovering the channel and then changing it up again. Maybe it'll just be in a constant state of transformation and change. Change is good. Change is very good. I like change. I do. I like change. And plus, I've always liked reviewing juice. I always have. I know that's not like the sexiest thing, and there's always, the common argument is, juice is so subjective, taste is so subjective. Whatever, I like tasting juice, and I like talking about my opinion on juice. It's fun. You don't like it, you don't watch. It's that simple. So I'm heading back to work right now. I got a few more hours there, and that's my day at work. It's over. Thank goodness. I guess I'm grateful I have a job and whatnot. I just, don't like it. But it's a job. A job is a job. And, I never really had much of an affection for a job. Any job I've ever had. Never had much of an affection for it. I've had a lot of jobs over the years. That's not that true. I've had a few jobs. Since college, I've only had 2. So, I'm good at maintaining a job. I've been out of college for 10 years now. I've only had 2 jobs at that time. Well, 3. I don't count the first one though, because I really hated teaching. I taught for a month, and I was like, fuck that noise. I hate children, I hate parents and administrators, and I just didn't like teaching. I don't know why I thought I would like teaching, because I didn't like school very much growing up. So, I don't know why I thought teaching would be a good thing for me, because it really wasn't. I really didn't like teaching, anything about it. Never did. It's that kind of thing, you go to college because you're told that you should, and then you pick a major because that's what you're supposed to do, and then you stay in that major, and then you get out into the workforce and you realize, hey, this shit ain't for me. Not at all. So realizing teaching wasn't for me, I started working for a startup for a while. It was a really cool job. I loved it. Honestly, I liked that job. I really did. I found it very fulfilling because I wasn't doing the same thing every day. We were virtual assistants, and we would work for everyone all over the country doing all kinds of random shit, whatever they needed, really. And I loved it. And it wasn't like working from home, as a lot of virtual assistants do. It was, we worked out of an office, and I loved that job. I really did. And I did really well there. And it was awesome. And then one day my boss started smoking a lot of pot, and instead of paying his business taxes, he decided that he was going to blow all the money on a trip to Costa Rica and take us all with him. This is getting a little bit personal. Maybe a little bit too personal. I don't know if you guys need to know all this about me. After that, the business started to go under, and we all had to go our separate ways. Now I work in, I'm not going to tell you where I work right now. Big corporation in telecom, and they're very, very sensitive about how we represent ourselves on social media. So I don't talk about where I work. I mean, I've been working at my current job for about 5-6 years now, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time. And, you know, it pays the bills, is what it does. It pays the bills so that I can do this. And the best thing about my job right now is that I can leave it at the door. I don't have to think about it when I leave. And the other nice thing is all the vacation time. I get like a month and a half worth of vacation time. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Which I love. But I don't find it fulfilling. I don't find it enjoyable. And that's why I make these videos. Because I like making these videos because I get more out of it. I feel fulfilled doing them. I feel like I'm contributing in some way to the greater good. I'm imparting something. I matter, I guess. I'm adding to the fabric of the interwebs and the vape culture. And something that's, I definitely do believe in, something that I have a passion for. That's where I get my joy. That's what brings me joy, my YouTube channel. And talking with you guys in the comments, and talking with other YouTube reviewers, and posting on Instagram and Facebook, and building coils. Silly as it sounds, I mean, there's something so fulfilling about building the perfect coil and getting the most satisfying vape out of it. There's something so fulfilling about that. Why did I go this way? Why did I take the highway? I needed to go to the post office. I need to send my mother her Mother's Day gift. Why am I on the highway? I'm stupid. Just gonna have to go around her ass to get to our elbow now. It's alright. So yeah, I'm dropping off my Mother's Day gifts at the post office right now, which is sort of an old time. I really should have revealed a giveaway winner or two so that, you know, I could multitask and make one trip to the post office instead of 2 or 3 or 4 or however many. So what do we got for Mom? We've got a Turvis tumbler. These things are really, really big down here in South Carolina. They were not big in New York, let me tell you that. I got a card. My card's pretty funny. It says, "Thanks, Mom, for being there 24/7. And then it says something about going to jail. Otherwise, I might have been doing 5 to 10. Yeah, it's funny. Pandora bead. I got the frog. This little frog asking for a hug. It's pretty cute. For those of you guys with women in your life, be it mom, be it wife, be it sister, be it niece, whatever, grandma, invest in Pandora jewelry. It's so easy. It's like every special event or whatever, you just get them a new bead. Or better yet, get them into vape shit. Get them into vaping, you can get them all kinds of good vape shit, right? You know, my mom doesn't smoke. My dad smokes cigars. He's trying to get him to vape, but he won't do it. And I feel like he would love it. I feel like he would love it because he's like more of a techie than I am. He loves all the toys. And I do too. I'm a huge techie. I'm a huge techie. Not as much as I used to be. He is a crazy techie. Because he loves smoking his cigars. And he loves tech. I mean, he would love vaping. I don't know why he won't try it. I don't get it. But he just won't have anything to do with it. And I've tried, and I'm still working on it. One day I'm gonna get him to do it. Get him to try it. I think he's under the impression that his cigars, you know, have less nicotine than my vape, which is at 3% nicotine. I don't think that's true. I want to say cigars are like 5%, something like that. And he's not inhaling, but he doesn't have to inhale his vape either. I don't think I could not inhale. Could I not inhale if I wanted to? No, I couldn't. That's yummy though. Maybe I could try. Maybe at a lower wattage. See, I inhaled there a little bit. It's hard not to inhale.
Fuck. Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah, I can't do it. Nope. Oh, God. Oh, my eyes are watering. I can't not inhale. That's too hard. I don't know how to not inhale anymore. Woo. I just pulled into the post office. So let this be a reminder to all of you who have not gotten your Mother's Day gifts out in the mail yet. Better get on that shit. Don't want to piss off the mama bear. Alright, so that's the post office. Straight on till home. Alright, and fingers crossed that my wide angle lens is there when I get there, because I'm excited about it. And the shipping says it's not there yet, but I'm hoping they're wrong. That's Waffles calling. Yeah, that was the Waffles on the phone. She bringing home some Zaxby's. Yes. We didn't have that in New York. I never experienced the wonders of Southern fast food for years. And I gotta tell you, the fast food here is pretty awesome. They got Chick-fil-A, they got Bojangles, they got, you know, Zaxby's, and all kinds of good shit. They don't have White Castle. I kind of miss White Castle, to be honest with you. I really, really do. I mean, if you go a little bit further south, you get to Crystal Burger territory, and that's close. It's close. It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay, but Southern fast food can be pretty dope. It's pretty awesome. I mean, we're not big fast food people. Honestly, we're kind of on a health kick right now. But every once in a while, we cheat a little bit. So she's bringing home some Zaxby's, and I'm excited. We're talking a kickin' chicken sandwich for me and some cheese curds. Fuck, man. I love fucking cheese curds. They're fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. And Bojangles is like the best fried chicken ever. Ever. For any fast food place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I got a buddy in New York that when I told him that we have a Bojangles, he just laughed his ass off, because when you get right down to it, it's like the most racist name for a restaurant ever. It's like, that's not politically correct. That shit would not fly in New York. You could not have a restaurant named Bojangles in New York. You just couldn't. And I don't know why I would still name Bojangles in the South. It's kind of... it's kind of one of those borderline kind of names. It really is. Bojangles. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's great down here in Charleston. I gotta say, we're blessed with having a lot of really great restaurants. We have all kinds of awesome restaurants. There's even some really good pizza places down here, believe it or not, which is shocking to me. Shocking, because, you know, I'm from New York. I'm a little bit of a snob about certain things. I mean, I have a right to be a pizza snob, though. I mean, probably a bunch of you guys are familiar with Eddie's Pizza. Eddie's? I lived across the street from motherfucking Eddie's Pizza in New York, okay? So, yeah. If you ever watch Entourage or anything like that, there's like episodes that revolve around Eddie's Pizza. Okay, I lived across the street. I would walk across the street, through a parking lot, across another street, and I'd be at Eddie's. I even worked there. Back to the work subject. I even worked at Eddie's for a day. A whole day. I couldn't do it. I don't have the stamina to be a busboy. I get like lower back pains all the time, upper back pains all the time. I really need to exercise. But, you know, it's that's been the case, you know, for me forever. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I dropped you. I dropped you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I dropped you. I dropped. You're okay now. You're okay. Don't worry. You're okay. Anyway, so yeah, I worked at Eddie's Pizzeria for a whole day. At the end of the day, I'm exhausted, and I'm sitting at the counter, and I'm eating my pizza, and the guy comes over to me, and I know what he's going to say before he says it, but I let him say it, and he says, "It's just not going to work out, man." He slips me $20, and I turn to him and say, "I know." It's like, nope. If you hadn't fired me, I would have quit. Believe me. I knew from the get-go this was not for me. Not for me whatsoever. My first job ever, I worked at a bagel shop. I spent 2 summers in that bagel shop. There was a cat. You know I like cats. 2 summers in that bagel shop.
And that was my first job. And then I worked bagging groceries, and I worked in the photo lab at the drugstore at one point. Let me go check the mail. Hang on. Well, here we are. With a new wide-angle lens, and we've got our giveaway ready to go, and it's all awesome. And it's actually the next day. Today is Thursday, and I have just gotten home from work. I got a little tied up yesterday, so I couldn't finish my video, and I was hoping to have this video out today. Actually, I was hoping to have it out yesterday. I'm just working a little bit behind, but that's okay. It actually works out because, I mean, we've got more to talk about now, don't we? I mean, the deeming regulations just came out, and then again, we don't have too much to talk about because we don't know a whole lot yet. So I'm trying not to worry too much until we know more, until we know what this means for the future of vaping, what this means for us in the next year, what this means for people that haven't yet discovered vaping but could benefit from it. The deeming regulations are a very scary thing. They have the potential to put a lot of people out of work. They have the potential to cripple the industry. So I'm going to be doing my part. I'm going to be following SFATA, I'm going to be following Casaa, the vaping militia, not blowing smoke, and basically just looking for their calls to action and following every single one of them to the T. I mean, right now we're in the fight for our lives, is what it boils down to. I'm more concerned, less about me, but more for people that haven't discovered vaping yet, that are still smoking cigarettes, that vaping could have potentially saved if these deeming regulations do the damage that I'm sure big tobacco and big pharma want them to. There are millions of us vapers out there already who are already feeling the benefits of vaping, of not smoking cigarettes, of having found this alternative. And the idea, the concept that there are people out there that won't be able to benefit from that, that's a very sad thought for me too. But you know, I'm confident that over the months to come, once this information is disseminated to us, once we understand more about this document and what we're fighting for and how we need to approach that fight, I think we're gonna win the war ultimately. The battle's not over, it's just begun. We just need to band together, all of us. So, on that note, this giveaway, I've gotten a total of 384 entrants into these giveaways. And we're also going to announce the winner for these, the 4 foggers as well. I almost was not going to do the 4 foggers giveaway. For those of you that follow along on Facebook a little while back and knew the deal, basically the 4 foggers did offer money in exchange for the review to a number of reviewers. I was one of those reviewers as well. I did not accept the money that they offered. I did not accept any sponsorship for it or money to push the product to the front of the line. I thought about it, I did. The Waffles and I talked it over, and we really just didn't feel comfortable accepting money in exchange for a review at this point, and I didn't. You know, I just didn't feel right about it. But Todd, I'm told, in the shed, Todd in the Shed, posted on Facebook about his having received that same email and his opinions on reviewers not being upfront about taking money for reviews. Though I didn't take money for it, I kind of felt guilty at the same time. Does that make sense? It was kind of weird. Like, I felt like, Todd's mad at me. I disappointed Todd, which felt really awful because I look up to Todd a great deal, and also, you know, Todd's given me about 3 shout-outs, at least 3 shout-outs on his vlogs and his videos, and I mean, it did a lot for my channel, and I felt like I let him down. Even though I didn't do anything, I just felt bad, but I shouldn't have. Does that make sense? I don't know. So I kind of wanted to put the whole thing behind me. I even thought about taking down the video because I just didn't want to be associated with something that disappointed Todd. But, you know, I didn't take money for the review. I don't have anything to feel guilty about, and I definitely do want to get these out to the winner. I've gotten a bunch of shout-outs along the way. Todd really helped me. Todd gave me 3 huge shout-outs, and those, you know, made me feel like I was definitely doing something right, you know? He's huge. I mean, I've been watching Todd since forever. And not just Todd. I mean, I got a shout out from Vaping with Twisted 420 not too long ago. I got a shout out from Matt, Suck My Mod, not too long ago. Like a month into doing my videos, I got a shout out from Indoor Smokers because I made like a little funny picture of him. I mean, it's nice to be recognized by people like that. It really is. It feels really good to be recognized by people that have been doing this a long time. People that I personally look up to in terms of, you know, their videos. When I started vaping, those are the people who I watch the most. And it feels really good to be recognized by people like that. It feels really, really good. So I want to thank them, and I want to thank anyone else that's given me a shout out, and all you guys for watching my videos, and all you guys for subscribing. Old subscribers and new subscribers alike, thank you guys so much for everything. Okay, so this is for you guys. So without further ado, drum roll please. 2 boxes of Coil Art coils. One is for the Atlantis 2, Triton, Vixen, Vixen Mini, Mellow 2, iJust 2, C-Cell tanks, Heracles, X-Tank. And the other one is for the Ego coils, the Tron Evic kit and the Ego 1. First winner is John Damon. John Damon, you get first choice. Ohm Sweet Ohm, you get whatever's left over, buddy. And for the Squid Dude giveaway, winners are Bradley Mason and Marcus F. Bradley Mason, you get first choice between framed staples and fused Claptons, and Marcus F, you get whatever's left over, buddy. Would recommend either. They both look awesome. The one thing I would say, it's up to you, but I never dual coil frame staples. It's too hot. So my advice to you is just to put in one of them at a time, okay? Vape one of them. If you want more heat, put in the other, but don't put them both in at first because it's really hot. Slush winner is V Cruise, and the Steam Crave Aromamizers. We've got one that is the Aromamizer RTDA version 2, one is the Aromamizer Supreme. First winner gets first choice, and that first winner is Lee H. Palmdale, you get whatever is left over. And the 4 Foggers giveaway, the winner is Kenny B. But there's more. Yeah, there's a lot more. Basically, I went ahead and I took all the names of everyone that's entered these giveaways and I put them into a big old pot. I've got a bunch of more stuff to give away. We've got a couple Cortexes. One is silver, one is black. It comes with a tank, so the winners are also going to get Clapton coils, nickel coils, titanium coils, and they're going to get RBA sections for them too. Pretty cool. We've also got the Aura Mini and the full-sized Aura. I reviewed the Aura Mini. I never reviewed the full-sized Aura. Played around with it, and I kind of felt the same way I did about the Aura Mini with it, so I didn't really feel I needed to do another review. I thought it best to give that to one person, can use one and give one to, you know, a friend or someone that needs to start their path on vaping. This is a good starter kit, is what this is. If you're an experienced vapor, you know, you can enjoy it, just an extra mod to have around, but I hope that you give one of these away, is my hope. So we're also going to give away these T22s from Innikin. These are going to go to one winner. One's open, one's not. Neither one has ever been used, though. I opened it to check it out, and I realized, you know what, it's the T18 with a larger battery. I didn't really feel the need to review that either. They also come with 2 packs of 1.5 ohm coils. So one winner, I'm hoping, my hope again is that you'll keep one maybe and give the other one away. So get someone started on the path to vaping, okay? And we've got a bunch of Kendo Vape Cotton. A bunch of Kendo Vape Cotton that I can give away to you guys too. I kind of want to keep this myself. I love this stuff, but I'm going to give it away. This is going to go to one winner, like a lifetime supply of Kendo Vape Cotton, more or less. There's like 2 of the original, 2 eco packs, and 1 of the gold stuff, the new stuff that I don't like as much. And I haven't reviewed because I just don't like it nearly as much as the old stuff, the original. So let's have one more drum roll. One more drum roll while I take a vape. All right, and the winners are, for the Cortex, winners are Charles Pines and Sergio Mendoza. For the Aura, the winner is Nelly ZSB. For the Andorra, the winner is Mendogas Petroskas. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, it's your own fault. And the last winner for Kendo Vape Cotton, Mills. Stop it. It's your fault. Cut it out. And the last winner for Kendo Vape Cotton is Oscar Olivas. So all you guys, congratulations. At this point, you've probably already gotten emails from me. I'm charging shipping on all of this. So we'll have discussions with you guys about PayPal and all that. But yeah, there's no way I'm shipping out to 14 winners without a little bit of help. Okay? Okay. So that's that. Remember to support HR 2058. Have a great rest of your day. Have a nice weekend if you don't hear from me again, but you probably will. And until next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, Vapers.